It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moore finds his man. It's Johnson. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback making checks. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Intercepted to stop the threat. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Brees, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
The screen, he can go. There he goes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Throwing, Mensah. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every...
Makes the catch and he's free. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field, and they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that time the defense in third and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the third and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing more. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got the back in the middle. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. makes the catch. Finding some room. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's going to let it go. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Being chased. Kept it and he's past the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half. I
think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Extending the play. Going right and going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Cotton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Throwing, Mensah. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback going, running the football. And with that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The offense changing the play. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Dante Moore using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Steps away to find some room. Finds his back in the middle. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Here's Moore to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Again, it's Moore. Rushes on him. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Throwing on the run. Caught on the right sideline. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Touchdown, Oregon! That one will give them the lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Black 14, black 14, 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Fights off a defender. Right down the gut of the field. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami! The Hurricanes back on top. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Moore. Got a man. It's Davison. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Smashes through the tackle. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown Ducks! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Ducks with the answer.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. On the run, still looking. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. The run inside. It's Davison. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mensah unloads it left. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they